Hello my friends, my name is Alexander Barmin and you LeetCode with me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give me a like and write a comment. Based on the poll results, next weekend we will have a stream where you and I will write a consumer-producer pattern. In Java, obviously. Well, I will send a notification in advance, subscribe to the channel in order not to miss the video. So what's in the agenda for today? Today we have one of the least beloved challenges on LeetCode, it is zigzag conversion. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's start. So, as you may see, it's a medium level challenge and majority of people don't really like it, and I can admit it is not as easy as it seems. Okay, so what we said to do, we said that we have a string which is written in a zigzag pattern on a given number of rows, like this. So, pipe, polishing. And we need to read it line by line. First line, PH, PAHN, APLSIIG, YIR. And we need to write a code which does the same and which does this conversion. So the challenge is a bit complicated, so before writing any code, let's think. And before thinking, let's use a spreadsheet. So this is what we're asked to do. Let's imagine we have a string, input string, ABCDEFGH, and we need to do zigzag conversion for 5 rows. So it will look like this: A, B, C, D, E, all letters in the string, all this part of string goes down. Next it goes from bottom left to top right, and next again goes down from top left, bottom right, and next go down. And what should be the result? Again, we're reading it line by line, row by row: A, I, Q, B, H, G, P, R, C, J, G, K, O, S, and so on. So if we start thinking about it as numbers, it will be much easier, or if you start thinking about this string as a collection of indexes, it will be much easier, because if you look at this bit, it's super complicated to come up with an idea of what is required to be done. It's really hard. Okay, if we rewrite the same string but use indexes instead of letters, it will be much easier. So we see that actually what we have is two types of rows. So this is first row and last one row, this is first type. And secondly, we have all the rows which are in the middle. They are much more complicated, because see, all the rows, first and last one row, are super simple. They always have one single character in it, and numbers indexes of these characters are following a rule. Because see, first character has position 0, next index, next position is 8, and next position is 16. And again, 4, 12, and 20. So what's important to note is that actually these numbers depend on number of rows we have in our zigzag conversion. Obviously, more rows we have, the larger will be the distance between characters in the first and line row. But there is a rule, and you can come up with this rule on your own if you start thinking, if you think about this ticket, not a ticket obviously, but this challenge a little. And this rule is the following. So first line and fourth line are following the same pattern. It is 0, because it starts with 0, or next it goes to number of rows duplicated -2. So we have number of rows is 5, first index is 0, next doubled number of rows, it is 10 -2, it's 8. And again, next time we should increase this value to the same number. doubled number of rows minus 2. So doubled number of rows it's 10 minus 2 it's 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. So row which is the last one, again it is not as simple as it seems, but it follows the same pattern. So we know a row number. Roughly speaking, we know row number here. It is fifth row, so that index of the first character is 4, and next again it follows the same rule, plus 8. 4 plus 8 it's 12, plus 8 again it's 20. Okay, so this is first and last one row. Rows in the middle are following the same rule, but in a bit different manner. Let's look into the row which is in the middle. Again, we can split it into two blocks, so because or two characters, because see, this is one single block, this is second block, and there will be third block, and in every block we have only two numbers, first and last one. So first is always the same as number of the first one is always the same as roughly speaking current index, current row. It is for example, it is 2. First in this line has the same number as index, and next we need to calculate these 4 in order to understand. So this is our rule. So 2, we start with 2, next is 6, and next 10. And all of them follow the same rule. So again, we should calculate it based on the number of rows we are asked to deal with. So first is 2, next one is number of rows, minus 2, minus current row, and minus 1. So it is 6. And next is again 2 multiplied to the current row number. So again, current row number is 2, it's a second row, 0 first, 0 first and second, and duplicating it is 2, and we're adding 6 plus 4, it's 10. So this is the rule. It looks a bit complicated, but when we start implementing it in code, it will be much easier. So let's write some code and implement these rules in code. As ordinary, we're asked to deal with string, so in case if we deal with string, it's better to deal with string builder as ordinary. But we always have a corner case. If number of rows is equal to 1, it is better to return what we have. So this is our builder, this is new string builder, and return builder to string. So this is our result. Okay, so let's go and iterate over rows. Row is equal to 0, row is less than num rows, row plus plus. And other than that, we need to know int index, which is equal to row. So because we always start with the first column, so that index of the first character in the column is the same as row number. So first index is a row number. If it is a first row, as we know, or row is equal to num rows minus 1, it is the last one row, so we have to follow the rule. So while index is less than as length, so we always, what we always do, builder, we append a character at as char at index. So if it is the first or last one column, we take character in the first or last one position in this column. And next we need to calculate rest of the characters in this row. This is why we have indexes less than string length. So what we need to do, we need to calculate the next index. And actually it will be num rows plus num rows minus 2. So as I explained here, we need to duplicate number of rows we have. So it's and subtract 2. So all the time we add 8. So for example, like in this example, it's 4 plus 8 again, and in case if we have a longer string which is longer than 20, again it will be 28, 36 and so on. This works for the first row, and for other rows we have the rule. So we need to know if we dealing with the first character or the second, first or second, because they follow a bit different rule. So if it is a first, then we need to builder append as char at index. So we append what we have, and but actually we need to append it every time. And next, in case if it is the first element, we need to move to the second one. So if it is first, we're moving to the second. If it is second, we're moving to the first again, and switching is first toggle. So again, num rows minus row minus 1, and swapping the toggle is first. Else if it's not first, so next index will be to multiply to row, and swapping the toggle is first, not is first. Oh, okay. So is first is false, is first is true. Easier. Over. Chat at typos. But at least, oops. Definitely yes, because I forget to add the same loop in the middle. So while index is less than n length, so all these strings, all these pieces go inside. So at least you see that I'm not cheating. Viola. Okay, so as you may see, it takes only 2 milliseconds and beat 99%, more than 99, almost 100% of all other submissions. But before implementing it this way, what you need to do, you need to think a little. So, thank you. That's all for today, hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, write a comment and give me a like. See you next week. Bye.